My roommate is a deaf academic genius, and I love whispering flirty remarks in his ear. Lately, he's been acting strange. I don't eat breakfast, yet he brings me food daily. After every basketball game, he hands me water. He even does my laundry. His attentiveness is getting excessive. Later, when a girl gave me a love letter, I accepted it. He pinned me against the wall, eyes red-rimmed as he demanded, "You've been flirting in my ear all this time, wasn't that supposed to mean something? Are you playing me?" Fresh off the court, a familiar water bottle appeared before me. I grabbed it. "Thanks, Ethan." Ethan Taylor, my youngest roommate, glowed like polished marble under sunlight. Among us sun-baked basketball players, he looked like a mochi dumpling accidentally rolled into a bowl of Cocoa Puffs. Teammate Kevin Johnson's shoulder checked me, whining in a fake sweet voice, "Ethan? Bro, I want to drink the water you bring too." Even I cringed. I shoved him away, laughing, "Beat it. By your own." Ethan nodded serenely. "I only bring water for Jason." Somehow, Ethan started attending all my games. Gradually, I stopped accepting drinks from other fans. Kevin dramatically rubbed his arms like we'd given him hives. Walking back to dorms, Kevin, who lives upstairs, kept glancing between us. "Yo, Jason." Just noticed Ethan's taller than us. I slung my arm around Ethan's shoulders proudly. Damn right, our Ethan's the tallest in the apartment. Though youngest, Ethan stood at 6 feet 2 inches. No clue what they fed him growing up. Kevin sighed. With that height, he'd kill it on our team. Too bad about his. I felt Ethan tense under my arm. My foot connected with Kevin's ass, leaving a perfect sneaker print. "Shut your trap if you can't speak respectfully. Idiot." Ethan wears hearing aids. Basketball's obviously impossible. Showering first, I grabbed my towel, passing Ethan at the sink where his hearing aid rested. Leaning into his right side, I blew a teasing wolf whistle. These legs should be illegal. As Prince. Total heartthrob material. I'm swooning. Ethan startled. Water droplets sliding down his sharp jawline into his collar. I jerked away, muttering, "This man's beauty is a war crime. Stop weaponizing those looks or I'll surrender." Alex Brown yanked his bed curtain open, scowling. "Jason, quit sexually harassing Ethan just because he can't hear you." I tilted my head at my best smolder. "What's wrong, Alex? Jealous I'm not harassing you?" Alex flipped me off before retreating. "Whatever, I live for messing with Ethan when his hearing aids are out. He never reacts." Wait, why are Ethan's ears bright red? After working up a sweat playing ball? The post-shower relief hit just right. Stepping out of the bathroom, my eyes immediately darted to the laundry hamper, empty again. No surprise there. Ethan had washed my clothes, again. Towel drying my hair. I slumped into my desk chair where a plate of peeled and sliced navel oranges waited. The untouched fruits on my roommates' desks made this gesture even more conspicuous. Ethan swiveled his chair to face me, eyes bright with anticipation. Good. I speared a wedge with my fork. Sweet. The citrus burst across my tongue as I casually wondered, had Ethan been extra attentive lately? He knew I loved fruit but hated prepping it. Yet here he was playing personal fruit ninja for me. Weird. Why the special treatment? My overactive imagination kept me tossing until dawn. Morning lectures dragged with sleep-deprived agony when sudden gut punches doubled me over. Cold sweat beaded my forehead as I pressed against the desk. "Jason, you okay?" Ethan's voice sounded muffled, like hearing through water. Stomach hurt. Weightlessness. Then the steady rhythm of Ethan's shoulder blades against my chest. Murmurs swirled around us. What happened? Get him to the infirmary. Who knew the lanky guy could fireman carry me without breaking stride? Fighting nausea. I plucked the hearing aid from his left ear. My cheek brushed his right shoulder, inhaling fabric softener notes. Note to self, ask about his laundry detergent brand later. Leaning toward his good ear, I breathed, "Ethan, why you gotta be so nice? Might make a guy fall for you." His step faltered. The shell of his ear burned crimson. "Just save your strength, Jason." Almost there. Post-crisis Ethan morphed into breakfast warden. Knowing I'd snooze through alarms, he'd materialize at my bunk with cafeteria pancakes. Voice soft as morning light. "Up you get, Sleeping Beauty." Even tolerated my grumpy lion impression. Our roommates gagged on the bromance. "Quit treating Ethan like your damn butler." Alex griped during laundry duty. Ethan just smiled that infuriatingly serene smile. I like taking care of Jason. Christ. What lucky woman gets this man someday? Campus Idol auditions rolled around. Peer pressured into signing up. Song selection paralysis hit until Alex's thunderstorm warning. Monsoon incoming. Grab the linens. Headphones sealed my doom, returned to find Ethan cradling my dry comforter. His own bedding hung tragically soggy. New problem. Where'd Ethan sleep tonight? His bed's directly under the AC vent, no blanket meant popsicle mode by dawn. However, our dorm room didn't have any extra blankets. I wanted to borrow one from guys in other rooms when Ethan stopped me. I'll just squeeze in with you tonight. I'm a restless sleeper. Bad idea. Ethan lowered his gaze. Lips pressed into that pitiful pout. My blanket got soaked saving yours. Can't you shelter me for one night? I gritted my teeth. Fine. 2 6-foot guys crammed into a 3-foot wide bed was pure torture. We lay sideways facing each other. Eyes locked in awkward proximity. Go to sleep. Close your eyes, I said. Ethan kept staring. All right, he'd removed his hearing aids. I pressed my palm over his eyelids. His long lashes tickled my skin as they fluttered shut. Tucking the blanket around him, I joked, guess we're bedmates now. Before remembering he couldn't hear me. The night became a wrestling match with an octopus. Couldn't breathe. Limbs tangled. Pure misery. Morning revealed Ethan's face inches from mine. My limbs draped over him like a koala. Our noses touched. Shared breaths fogging the tiny space between lips. I jerked backward, crack. My skull meeting concrete wall. Fuck. I clapped hands over my mouth. Wincing as I crawled off the bed. My head throbbed. Concussion. Maybe. Ryan leaned against his desk. Smirk widening as his eyes dropped to my waist. Damn. You can still walk? Must be hurting bad. I flipped him off. Strangely, Ethan slept later than me. Now I got to play the annoying alarm clock. Shoved his shoulder. Nothing. Pinched his cheek, still out. Harder than waking a damn princess. I muttered. Ethan's arms suddenly locked around me. Morning stubble scratching my neck. Morning. Honey. He rasped. Holy shit. I shoved him away. Since when did this guy have a cuddly side? Something's off. Way off. My fourth three-pointer clanged off the rim. Teammate nudged me. What's up? Jason. You're off your game. I tossed him the ball. Shut it. My eyes kept drifting to empty bleachers. Right, Ethan mentioned making up some lab group project tonight. Leaving practice early? I leaned against the gym door scrolling my phone. The draft glared on my screen. Roommate acting weirdly affectionate. Help. I anonymously posted online. Briefly explaining the situation between Ethan and me, hoping to get help from the resourceful netizens. On my way back to the dorm, I wasn't watching where I was going and accidentally knocked over a girl. Her knee was scraped and bleeding, so I immediately carried her to the infirmary. After staying with her through the bandaging, I bought her a big bag of snacks from the convenience store. I'm really sorry for bumping into you like an idiot. I apologized. The girl blushed slightly and whispered, "It's okay." Over the next few days, I visited her classroom with milk tea and desserts to make amends. Somehow rumors started spreading around campus that I had a crush on her. One day, she came to the basketball court holding a love letter to confess. With so many people watching, I accepted it to save her from embarrassment. The next second, Ethan came charging through the crowd. He grabbed my collar, shoved me against the wall with red-rimmed eyes. His voice hoarse as he gritted out, "You've been whispering all those flirty things in my ear. Wasn't that because you liked me? Jason, have you just been playing me this whole time?" I felt like I'd been struck by lightning. My first thought slipped out, "You could hear me?" Those shameless lines I'd only dared say when his hearing aid was off. Ethan pointed to his left ear. "I'm deaf on this side." Then to his right. "This one barely works." My brain short-circuited. He'd heard every single thing? Remembering how I'd always aimed my whispers at his right ear, the world started spinning. Shit, that's why he only wore the hearing aid on his left. My prolonged silence made Ethan's gaze turn lethal. "Say something, Jason." My tongue tangled. Had my stupid jokes actually made Ethan question his sexuality? How could I explain I'd just been messing around? God, what kind of asshole did that make me? Ethan looked like he wanted to murder me, his molars grinding audibly. When he released my collar, Tears welled in his eyes as he gave me one last devastated look before walking away. A cold breeze hit the wet streak on my cheek, his fallen tear. Staring at the moisture on my fingers, I wondered, did I like Ethan? Had Ethan liked me? I clawed at my hair, mind exploding into chaos. After that, Ethan kept his distance. No more warm breakfast waiting on my desk. My clothes stayed crumpled in the laundry basket. Harsh alarm clocks replaced gentle wake-up calls. Random classmates occupied the seat beside me during lectures. The constant companionship became lonely solitude. The familiar figure in the front row of the basketball bleachers vanished. No more ice-cold bottles of my favorite sports drink waiting post-game. Even Kevin noticed. Jason, why hasn't Ethan been coming to your games lately? I absent-mindedly took the drink Kevin handed me, took a sip, and forced it down with a grimace. I don't like energy drinks. Kevin blinked, then nodded. No wonder Ethan always brought you bottled water. Yeah. Only Ethan ever remembered my particular habits. Back when he used to bring me meals, he never asked what I wanted, yet every container held exactly what I craved. When dishes came with garlic or scallions, he'd pick them out with chopsticks first. He'd always been so attentive. Kevin leaned in conspiratorially. Jason, you still haven't told me what happened between you and Ethan. Did you guys have a falling out? I snapped back to reality, my chest tightening. I shoved his nosy face away with my palm. That's need-to-know basis. The dorm stood empty except for Ethan when I returned. Licking my dry lips, I kept my eyes lowered as I brushed past him. My peripheral vision caught the hearing aid on the bathroom counter as I headed for the shower. After wrestling with myself, I grabbed the device and approached Ethan, fitting it onto his left ear. Ethan, you left this in the bathroom. He kept reading without looking up, murmuring a detached thanks. I rubbed my knuckles against my jeans, unnerved by his coldness. After several awkward seconds, I reached for the shirt draped over his chair. Let me wash this for you. Ethan finally lifted his gaze, slowly shifting it from my face to the garment. It's clean. Right. I scratched my neck awkwardly. In the following days, I tried replicating Ethan's past care, bringing him coffee, saving library seats, buying breakfast. Each gesture met polite but distant refusal, as if we'd become mere acquaintances. I explained why I'd accepted that love letter, emphasized I hadn't dated the girl, hadn't meant to lead him on. Yet the chasm between us remained. Were we not even friends anymore? My chest felt hollow, like someone had scooped out a chunk. Habits are terrifying. Had I simply grown accustomed to Ethan's kindness? Or was this something more? My thoughts tangled into knots, keeping me awake nights. I reopened that Reddit thread I'd posted. Replies flooded in. OP, you call this roommates? Shouldn't he treat his boyfriend right? Straight guy my ass. For real? New kink. Flexing your relationship through denial. I'm a pee in your love river. Y'all better get married. I'm Venmoing $200 RN. Up to team. We're family here. Spill the tea. Had similar stuff happen. I ran away. Still regret not facing my feelings. The phone's blue light burned in the dark as I squinted through every response. So I'd been the oblivious one, sensing Ethan's extraordinary care yet never connecting it to romance? I DM'd the last commenter. Miraculously, they were online. Their advice pulsed on screen. Don't run. His care was real, deserves real response. Even if it's rejection. What was I hiding from? God, I'm the worst. How could I expect Ethan to act normal after everything? The day was marked by a stormy thunderstorm. Ethan's umbrella still hung by the wall while he remained in the lab building. When I tried calling, his phone went straight to voicemail. After some hesitation, I grabbed the umbrella and ventured out. Rain lashed against me, soaking through my clothes within minutes. I arrived at Ethan's usual lab only to find it empty. Floor by floor I searched, peering into every room until I found him perched on a windowsill, watching the downpour through rivulets racing down the glass. Water dripped from my jacket hem, creating expanding constellations on the tiled floor. By the time we headed back, the storm had dwindled to a misty drizzle. Our two other roommates were nowhere in sight. Freshly showered and changed, I nearly jumped when Ethan's voice cut through the quiet. Why did you come find me? You forgot your umbrella. I could have waited it out, but you're scared of thunder. My words hung between us. Previous storms had him dragging his chair inches from mine, Nights where he'd nearly clung to me in his sleep. Ethan's gaze turned inscrutable. I approached, resting a hand on his shoulder. Ethan, we need to talk. His lips quirked. Talk about what? Dating? Be serious. With you. There's nothing serious beyond that. He rose abruptly, fingers closing around my wrist as he pulled me into the heat of his personal space. If you don't feel the same, why keep crossing boundaries? I've been keeping my distance, playing the good roommate. Why do you keep pushing in? His advance forced me backward until my knees hit his mattress. Towering over me, his shadow swallowed the light. I'm not some saint, Jason. You used up your one free pass. The air thickened with tension as he hovered closer, breath grazing my ear. Jason, why are you blushing? I'm not. Low laughter vibrated against me. Your ears say otherwise. His palm slid upward, settling over my pounding heart. This doesn't lie. My vision blurred as he removed something. Then warmth, his lips silencing my protest. Then, what the hell? Hearing aids off. He murmured against my mouth. Can't hear a thing now. Keep talking like you did before. Stop this. You can still, MMP. Told you? His lips moved teasingly. Stone deaf. Later. Alex glanced between us. So, you two good now? I stammered, avoiding eye contact. Ryan squinted at me. Why the surgical mask in the dorm? Cool. I muttered through the fabric. A soft chuckle came from Ethan's direction. I shot him a glare met with innocent blinking. Ryan turned, doing a double take. Ethan, how'd you get that split lip? I blurted out. He's got a fever. Shit. The dorm fell silent. Alex forced an awkward chuckle. Hot? You two, one cold, one hot. What a coincidence. I quietly climbed into bed, pulled the covers over myself, and peacefully closed my eyes. I'm dead. Do not disturb. During a boring lecture, I secretly grabbed Ethan's hand under the desk and snapped a photo of our intertwined fingers. I clicked my tongue. Ethan, how come you're so pale? Ethan squeezed my hand. Don't like fair skin? I could tan more. No need. I love you just the way you are. Never change yourself for others. Then I posted the photo on Instagram with the caption, Attention citizens, can't stay single anymore, I'm out first. Someone instantly commented, my cousin, bro? My gaydar says those knuckles belong to a man. Do I have a brother-in-law? My heart dropped. Shit. Forgot to block family. A message popped up. Why can't I see the post anymore? Did you delete it? Me, don't tell the relatives. Never asked you for anything before. Cousin, show me what my in-law looks like and I'll comply. I scrolled through my gallery and found a group photo from our dorm hangout. That's when I noticed, in the picture, Ethan was turned toward me with a soft smile. I reached down and pinched Ethan's thigh. He blinked at me innocently. This guy's been scheming for ages. How'd I miss it? After scribbling digital mustaches on Alex and Ryan's faces, I sent the edited photo. My cousin went berserk. I'm obsessed. This is everything. Police car light, police car light, police car light. Sun-kissed himbo meets porcelain-skinned sweetheart. Match made in heaven. From this moment, I'm the chief defender of your love. Bro. Just wait. I'll write you two a 100,000-word fanfic ASAP. I stared confused. Top. Bottom? Weren't you calling Ethan's sister-in-law earlier? Clearly her high school homework load's too light. Time to buy more SAT prep books. Trouble comes in pairs. Right before campus singing competition, I sprained my ankle playing basketball. Ethan warmed medicated oil in his palms, massaging my swollen joint. Maybe you should skip the show. I hissed through pain. Can't practice too hard. Not only did Ethan end up supporting me backstage, he had to help me hop on stage. The audience erupted in laughter as I bunny hopped to the mic stand. Gripping Ethan's hand, I patted it solemnly. Sorry, kiddo? Making you lose face with me. Just focus. He took front row seat as spotlights hit. I adjusted my guitar, strumming test chords. The crowd hushed. Taking a deep breath, I sang into the microphone. Summer storms drench white button-ups. Sweat slick palms stretch endless minutes. Stolen glances full of questions. Love's careful dance. Heart's beating tempo. Does it take a leap of faith to grasp that bittersweet perfection? My fingertips brushed guitar strings. Melancholic chords resonating through the auditorium. Meeting Ethan Taylor's gaze in the front row, I sang, When divinity covers your left ear. It's not casting shadows but urging you to heed love's whispers in your right. Autumn isn't barrenness but summer rewound, carrying eternal hopes through seasons unbound. Your future isn't past regrets but the rivers I traverse. Ethan, your future is my journey. This ballad I composed for our moment, did you hear it? The applause erupted as I bowed. With glistening eyes, Ethan helped me off stage. Kevin appeared with pink roses. Here's your bouquet, Jason. He grinned, placing the flowers in Ethan's arms amidst his bewilderment. I declared, we're missing that crucial confession. Let me start. As Ethan froze, I whispered by his right ear, no more playful banter. I want forever with you. The auditorium exploded in screams. Chants of kiss, kiss, crescendoed until Ethan's lips brushed my forehead. Hopping on one foot toward dorms, I clung to the roses. Ethan crouched, offering his back. You really pulled off something huge. He chuckled. Couldn't find the perfect song, so I wrote one. I confessed, nuzzling his neck. Wanted to Instagram, official US but, parents. Our roommates Alex and Ryan exchanged knowing looks. We had a pool on when you'd come out. Ryan spat sunflower seeds. Palm outstretched to Alex. $200. Venmo me. Damn. Turns out I was the clueless one. By Monday, my performance video trended campus-wide. Catcalls followed us through dorms. Girls giggled behind hands on sidewalks. The real trial came in lecture hall 301, hundreds leering as our professor randomly called on us repeatedly, fanning the flames. After class, I practically dragged Ethan out of the classroom like we were escaping a crime scene. Ethan rested his forehead against my shoulder, chuckling lowly. Now you're getting shy? I ruffled his hair into a bird's nest, snapping, that's not what you said that night. Ethan caught my mischievous hand and pressed a kiss to my knuckles. Relax. I'm right here embarrassing myself with you. No big deal. I turned away, cheeks burning. This guy really knew how to lay it on thick. My phone buzzed with a notification from Kevin frowny-faced Jason. Check the campus forum. You need to see this. The trending post titled, Why Do Gays Lead Girls On by Accepting Love Letters? Might as well have had my face photoshopped on it. Sure enough, it detailed how I'd accepted a love note from some girl at the basketball courts only to come out with my roommate weeks later. The wall of text ended with, gays pretending to be straight, emotional fraudsters. Comments ranged from supportive to two dudes dating is gross, with several attacking Ethan's hearing impairment. People could trash me all day. Coming after Ethan? That lit a fire in my chest. My impulsive stadium confession had dragged him into this mess. Our society's tolerance for same-sex relationships still had miles to go for every heart emoji. There were 3 middle fingers. A tech-savvy friend traced the post to Justin from our department. Coincidentally, my competitor in the campus singing contest. I cornered him outside the engineering building during lunch rush. Justin tried to scuttle past like a roach avoiding light. I snagged his collar, yanking him backward. You know why I'm here. He squirmed before snarling. Get your fag hands off me. I'll catch you're gay. I scoffed. Relax. You're not my type even if I swung that way. As crowd murmurs grew, panic flashed across his face. He hissed. What do you want? Public apology. To me and Ethan. Everything I posted was true. Why should I apologize to you freaks? His gaze crawled over me like oil sludge. Jason, you into cripples or what? A deaf roommate? Perfect match for a psycho like you. The crunch of fist meeting nose cartilage echoed across the courtyard. Justin sprawled on concrete, blood gushing. I reared back for another swing. Jason, stop. Someone grabbed my wrist mid-punch. You'll get expelled. The words cripple and deaf pounded in my skull like war drums. I twisted free, only to get tackled from behind. Justin scrambled away as I thrashed against the restraining arms. My elbow connected with something solid, a pained grunt. My shoe crunched plastic. Reality snapped back into focus. Ethan knelt beside me, clutching his temple. His hearing aid crushed under my foot. My heart clenched as I stepped forward to check if I'd hurt him. When I lifted my foot, the shattered remains of a hearing aid lay crushed beneath my sneaker. Overwhelming guilt seized my chest. I hadn't cried since elementary school, yet sudden stinging heat flooded my eyes. Ethan pulled me into his arms, murmuring against my hair. It's okay. I'm here now. I've got you. Then, I'm sorry I hit you. I choked out, tears soaking through his white sweatshirt. And I broke your hearing aid. I didn't mean to. I swear. Decades of suppressed tears burst free like floodgates opening, reducing me to a sobbing child. Between hiccups, I managed. I shouldn't be crying. This is all my fault anyway. The emotions tangled beyond recognition. Remorse, heartache, helpless fury at anyone daring to insult Ethan. He cradled my head against his shoulder, calloused thumb stroking my nape. Jason. His voice rumbled through his collarbone. My hearing's fading. Cry into my right ear instead. By next morning, the campus forum's sentiment shifted dramatically. The girl who'd previously confessed to me publicly retracted her statement while wishing us well. That night, groups gathered on the quad singing my composition like a solidarity anthem. Then came Justin's tearful video apology admitting he'd orchestrated the smear campaign to sabotage my music competition ranking. Sitting beneath rustling maples, I rested my cheek against Ethan's shoulder. How'd you make Justin confess? Legal leverage. He laced our fingers together. Collected evidence of cyberbullying. Should have been me handling it. We'd both end up dead or jailed. Ethan's grip turned vice, like wind whispered through leaves as dappled shadows shifted across his tense profile. Don't joke about that. Ever. Winter break arrived swiftly. The moment I wheeled my luggage inside, Mom descended with her signature beef stew aroma. Long trip. Sweetheart? Come eat. Her casual question over steamed rice froze my chopsticks midair. Found someone special yet? No. But my handsome boy. She ladled more soup into my bowl. 20's prime dating age. I shoveled flavorless bites, escaping to wash dishes. Later, canned laughter from her favorite sitcom filled the living room. Mom chuckled at the screen while I stared blankly, stomach churning. How could I tell this woman, who'd raised me alone since the divorce, that her son was dating another man? Jason. She kept watching TV, knuckles whitening on her teacup. You tell me if you were seeing someone, right? Ice flooded my veins. Mom, you know? She wiped laugh tears that didn't reach her eyes. You're my child. Did you think I wouldn't notice? I saw the video of your performance. You were so brave. Mom's proud of you. Bring your little boyfriend over someday. Looks like I'm about to gain a second son. New Year's Eve. Snowflakes drifted as winter winds howled. The call I'd been waiting for finally came at 11:42 p.m. Jason, Happy New Year. May time flow peacefully for you. Ethan, since when did you get so poetic? Can't just say you miss me? A soft chuckle came through the phone. I miss you. I snorted coldly. Ethan's voice turned coaxing. Don't be mad. I know I called late. Another huff from me. Make a wish? Maybe I can grant it. Let Jason see Ethan right now. My eyes widened as realization struck. Come down. I'm outside. I bolted downstairs without grabbing a coat. Under the street lamp stood Ethan holding a black umbrella dusted white. I sprinted through powdery snow and crashed into his warmth. He unzipped his parka and wrapped it around us both. Good thing I wore this giant coat today. Fits two big guys perfectly. Ignoring his teasing, I demanded, how'd you get here? His hometown was hours away by car. Our first New Year together? Wouldn't miss it. From a nearby apartment, the Spring Festival gala blared through frosty windows. No firecrackers or fireworks here. The TV countdown began. Dear viewers, let's welcome the new year together. 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. I shouted, grinning. Happy New Year. Then, here's to many more years. His hand found mine. Palms pressing, fingers interlacing. He removed his hearing aid and pocketed it. I want to kiss you. I laughed, trying to keep it pure and romantic with me. Can't hear you now, but I'll assume you said yes. Liar. Your right ear works fine. We leaned in anyway, breath mingling into misty clouds in the cold. When we finally parted, gasping, I pressed my lips to his right ear. I love you. Maybe God covered your left ear not to drown you in silence, but to make you lean closer for whispered promises.